Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam, Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, Salam Kebajikan. Introducing us from the Xynergy team of Batam State Polytechnic. My name is Nyayu Najla Syafitri and my partner is
Tifanny Ollyvia, Kirana Tambuna. Today, let us take you through a story from an island city. About the sea that begins to scream and about the hope that hides a small shells we often overlook.
In Batam City, the industrial heart and sea gateway of Indonesia, there is an irony that we can no longer ignore. In the midst of development, our seas are slowly bearing the burn, heavy metal from industrial waste that pollute coastal ecosystem. But in the midst of this problem, there is tremendous potential which has been overlooked.
Through this presentation, we want to highlight the potential of gonggong shells, a local culinary waste, to be part of the solutions. Not just a technical solution, but a movement rooted in a local wisdom based on blue economy principles and lead to a sustainable future.
The goal of study in this journey is not small, because we believe that change does not belong to those who are already in power. It belongs to who dares to start, including us.
At the western tip of Indonesia, on the border that serves as an economic bridge, stands the city of Batam as a symbol of growth, acceleration, and progress. But like many coastal cities, something has been forgotten.
Behind the glow of industry, Batam Sea is slowly screaming, with the from factories full of heavy metal, flow miserably into the waters, invincible to the eye, but felt by the life that depends on the sea. This pollution is just about the destruction of ecosystem. It's about the slow loss of hope, about fishermen returning home empty-handed, about generation growing up without the luxury of the healthy ocean. Ironically, the answer to this problem might already be there, on our own dinner table. Gonggong of Batam especially, loved by many but who cares about itself, which is thrown away every day.
In fact, behind the hard shell of the gonggong conch, there is a calcium carbonate, a natural compound that can absorb heavy metals. Something that has been considered garbage turned out to have a potential to save the sea. Imagine if this local culinary waste was no longer thrown away but empowered. Imagine if every conch shell became a marine recovery tool. This phase opened up a new opportunity. From waste to solution, the potential for utilizing gonggong conch shells as a heavy metal adsorbent material is not only reduce marine pollution, but also supports the principle of the blue economy, which prioritizes sustainability and efficiency in the management of marine resources. From a sustainable accounting point of view, this initiative can be a concrete step in supporting responsible waste management, turning waste into resources and keeping the environment and local economy in balance.
Batam is not just about industry, it's about a balanced life, and maybe from the small cell we can start taking care of our oceans once again.
Marine pollution is no longer a distant threat. In Batam, it knocks on the door every day. Industrial waste containing heavy metals continues to flow into the sea, damaging coastal ecosystems that were once a sort of life. But until now, no natural absorption system has been widely implemented. In fact, the need for a solution capable of neutralizing heavy metals is increasingly urgent.
On the other hand, organic waste concept from the local culinary industry continue to pile up. They are simply thrown away without utilization if left untreated. This waste can turn into a new problem, organic pollution and present odors that damage the surrounding environment. Unfortunately, public awareness of local potential as a sustainable solution is still very minimal. Not many people know that from their own waste, there can be a solution to save their sea.
In fact, with the right approach, gonggong shell is dominant in bottom waters and also contains calcium carbonate, which can potentially absorb heavy metals from sweeter, making it not just a waste but a hope. Without innovative and locally based interventions, we are letting the opportunity evaporate and allowing our seas to continue to hurt.
It's time to open our eyes. Pollution is not just about nature being damaged, but also about opportunities being lost if we keep waiting. Simple innovation from local material can be a big answer, but only if we start now. Real problems need solution, born from their own soil.
Sometimes the biggest solutions from the things we must often overlook, like the shell of the small waste gonggong, which has been as nothing, now has the potential to the antidote to the pollution that threatens our seas. The main objective of this study is to highlight the potential of gonggong shells, not just a waste, but a local innovation that can absorb heavy metals from bottom waters. A small step with a big impact. With an environmentally friendly approach, this research also encouraged the application of the blue economy concept, a system that combines the balance between human needs and marine sustainability.
More than that, this initiative wants to align local action with global achievement, being part of the world solution to ESG and contributing significantly to the achievement of the Sustainable Development Goals. Because every innovation born from local wisdom is not only a solution but also a home for Batam, for Indonesia, and for the Earth.
First, SDG 12, safeguarding marine ecosystems for a healthier ocean for generations to come. Next, SDG 14, achieve sustainable production and consumption, starting with waste utilization. And the last, SDG 6, maintain water quality and sanitation by reducing pollution key water source.
In Lake Wildwood, California, a wastewater treatment plant faced a classic but serious problem. It means increasing water pollution from industrial and household waste. Heavy metals such as lead, cadmium, and mercury pose a serious threat to human health and aquatic ecosystem. However, an innovative solution has emerged from what we often think of as cell waste. Processed into a biofilter, clam cells have a porous structure and high calcium carbonate content, which is capable to interact with heavy metal ions in pollution water. In a trial at a wastewater treatment plant, water containing heavy metal was passed through a clam cell based filter media. The result were quite spicy. Heavy metal level dropped dramatically, even approaching the safe threshold.
This absorption process occurs due to a chemical bonds between a negatively charged surface on the calm shell and positively charged metal ions, which are then trapped in the pores of the shell. Not only that, but calm shells are also durable, inexpensive, and abundantly available, making them an ideal alternative for areas that require sustainable solutions in water treatment. With this approach, the calm shell biofilter not only offers as an effective filtration technology, but also turns marine waste into an environmentally friendly tool. Collaboration and advocacy drivers. Students should be a liaison between academics, government, and industry players, encouraging the implementation of the blue economy based on data, research, and long-term sustainability. We are also accountability for environment. With a sustainable accounting approach, we can prove that managing waste is not only good for nature, but also for the economy and social welfare. As initiators of local innovation, students have the power to change the way waste is viewed. Gonggong shells are not longer just food waste, but raw materials for real ecological solutions. But the role of students doesn't stop at the lab. We are also drivers of the environmental accountability. With a sustainable accounting approach, we can prove that managing waste is not only good for nature, but also for the economy and social welfare.
Students are the bridge, the link between knowledge and real action. We have a responsibility to go down to be community to bring knowledge, provide education in faith, foster UMKM to participate in change. Because knowledge that is not shared only stored in the head, and more than that, we are the driver of cooperation and advocacy. Students can and should be a liaison between academic, government, and industry players, encouraging the implementation of a blue economy based on data, research, and a long-term sustainability. Students are not just spectators of change. We are agents of change, and every small step we take today can save the ocean for tomorrow's generation.
The sea has never asked for anything big, but now it's beginning to show its wounds. And it's time for us to
To
ask.
the blue economy approach, the utilization of local waste, and the encouragement of the spirit of students as agents of change, we can create a more equitable ecosystem for human and for the sea. The gonggong cell, which was once considered a trash, can now be a symbol of transformation. From waste, a solution, from a problem to an opportunity, and from indifference to awareness. We don't have to marine biologists to save coastal ecosystem. We just need to be human beings who care, think our age with knowledge, with health, and with courage. Thank you for being part of this journey.